Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today we have another recipe video for you.
So we're going to be making some healthy fish cakes. Now these are grain-free, they are dairy-free and also gluten-free.
But they do have white potatoes. So white potatoes are kind of one of those grey area foods in paleo, but we don't tend to worry about it that much.
Yep, so they taste really good with white potato, but feel free to experiment with other substitutes if you're against white potato.
So this video really goes out to all people that don't know how to eat sardines. So that's me included. For a long time I didn't know how to eat sardines because when you open them up in the tin they can look a little bit gross, and I usually tend towards like more salmon and tuna because I'm scared of them.
But sardines are a real powerhouse of nutrition and it's worth getting to know how to eat them in some tasty recipes.
Yep.
So they're a little bit unsexy and such, but this is a great recipe if you're interested in getting the nutritional benefits from sardines. So really rich in calcium, also your fat-soluble vitamins.
Yeah, and very low in mercury because they're a really tiny fish. They're very safe to eat.
So let's get started.
Okay guys, so for this recipe you're going to need 1 free-range egg, 3 medium white potatoes, 2 tins of sardines, preferably in spring water, a handful of fresh coriander, 2 shallots, 1 red chilli, a lime, half a teaspoon of chili powder, and a teaspoon of salt.
So we're going to start by roughly dicing up our potatoes and boiling these basically to make a roughly mashed potato. So I'm just cutting these into fairly decent rough chunks to put into some boiling water. So while our potatoes are boiling, we're going to mash up our sardines first. So you're going to need a big mixing bowl. So it might seem a bit gross eating sardines if you haven't done it before, but you know, it's really worth learning how to get some sardines into your diet because you can see it eating the whole small fish, and so you're getting a lot of calcium from the bones, and also, as Amy mentioned, being a small fish, they're quite low, or they're very low in mercury, and also full of really healthy fat-soluble vitamins. So now we're just going to chop up our other ingredients finally.
Okay, so once your potatoes have finished boiling, we're going to take them off the heat and we're just going to mash them like you would do mashed potatoes. You'll know your potatoes are done when you can stick a fork through them easily and they're nice and soft. So you don't want to over mash them into like a liquid, you want to make sure that there's still some good chunks of potato. Okay, so now we're just going to put together our fish patties. So we're just going to be putting the mashed potato into our fish and adding all of our fresh ingredients, as well as some chili and salt, and the egg. Now we're going to form these into patties, so I'm going to get in there with my hands. But some tips for making your patties that are going to work. So the flatter that you make them, the easier they're going to be to cook and the less likely they'll fall apart. But I personally prefer the look of a fatter patty. So we'll see how we go today. So if you find that your patties are a bit wet, you can always add in a few tablespoons of tapioca flour to try and firm them up, because if they're a bit wet you'll find that they're going to fall apart in the pan.
We like to serve up these fish cakes with a little salad. There's already plenty of carbohydrate in these, so you don't need to worry about any other carb sources. So let's plate it up.
So let us know if you try this recipe in the comments below. And other than that, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in our next one. Bye guys.
Bye.
We're also very excited to announce that we're working on our recipe ebook at the moment.
It's all dedicated to paleo breakfasts.
Yeah.
The hardest meal of all.
So we'll let you guys know when that comes out, but in the meantime, if you want to know anything about it, you can sign up on the blog, or we're Snapchatting about it as well.
Yeah, you can see us doing our photography and recipe creation on Snapchat.